In this video, we will demonstrate connecting an Access body-worn system to Genetec clearance. So we have our Genetec clearance account over here, but the first things you need to do, you need to go to access.com and download the latest Access body-worn system firmware. Do this before you proceed to anything else. The other thing you're going to want to do is download Access IP Utility. Access IP Utility will discover any Access products that are on your network. Just makes it easier to find the IP address of your device. In this instance, we're going to be using this one right here. So here's Access Body-Worn Manager. When you log into a brand new system, this will be the home page that you see. First thing you do is click Create, and we are going to choose a standard system. An evaluation system is good for proof of concepts and trials because it has less cybersecurity settings that it requires. Standard is what you would do for production system. So we're going to do standard and follow the prompts. Now, this is where you're going to choose to upload the latest firmware. The reason that we're uploading the latest firmware is because the W800 pushes the latest firmware to all the body-worn cameras in the system. So this ensures all the body-worn cameras are running the same firmware. Now that the firmware has been updated, we're going to just again follow the prompts. If you want to change the IP to a different IP scheme, you can just untoggle this button. I'm using a DHCP server, so it's automatically assigning my IPs. Same with DNS. Now, this is where you're going to upload the connection file to Genetec clearance. So if we go into Genetec clearance and we go to the configurations tab, you're going to go down to integrations and then scroll down to the Access body-worn system. We're going to name it. Then you're going to download the configuration file. Now, when we go to select the connection file, select it, click upload. You'll see the status button up here. Now, this is your super admin passphrase. Make sure you remember this and you write it down. Then you're going to download the system restore key. If the system ever crashes, you're going to want to save the system restore key. So again, save this in a secure place. And this is where you're going to choose your fixed or self-assign functionality. Fixed is going to be everyone that's assigned a specific camera. Self-assign will allow you to check out a camera via a credential. So we're going to choose fixed. You can see we have all green check marks. Click finish. So now what you'll notice is the W800 So now what you'll notice is the W800 discovers all of the body-worn cameras that are attached to the system. So you just click New. Now I'm only going to add my W102s. Click Add. This will add the body-worn cameras into the W800 system as well as populate them as devices into Genetec clearance. So while that is happening, when it's adding these two devices, you'll see that here. I'm going to go to the user section and I'm going to add a user. The Access Case Insight username, it's going to be an email address to associate recordings. So just put the email address of the user in, and then this is where you can select a profile. We're just going to use default for now. So now that we've added a user, our cameras are still adding in. I'm going to go down to the profile section. So I have W102s in this system, and under default profile, I'm going to go to my W102s. I'm going to select the video resolution, which is already pre-selected as 1080p high. Do I want audio to be able to be recorded? These are just toggle buttons. The audio optimization, default, post-processing, or voice. There's an info tab here describing what each is. Voice is common. Isolate voices in the recording by filtering out monotonous ambient sound. I'm just going to leave it as default for now. Pre-buffer is a item that's usually selected. 15 seconds is popular. Do you want audio in the pre-buffer or not? You can toggle it on. I'll leave it off. Then you have your location settings. There's all info tabs all along the way. Overlay. This will be burnt in metadata overlay. Your activation method, do you want it to be single or double? A lot of people choose double. Do you want to record on fall detection? This is your Bluetooth here. Do you want your camera to broadcast a Bluetooth signal and then record? Do you want your camera to record when a Bluetooth signal is received? The signal strength you can select. Again, info tabs are here explaining everything. Wireless broadcast delay. If you do not want the Bluetooth beacon to activate within a certain number of minutes of boot up, that feature is here as well. Here you can see this is where you can set privacy zone. If you are using a W401, that is configured for privacy zone. We are not in this instance. Feedback, this is the recording LED, steady, flash. I always choose flash. Periodic reminders when recording is on. This is common. If you're doing a recording, you want a reminder where the camera beeps and vibrates to let you know you're still recording. A lot of people choose 5 minutes. And then low battery warnings and alert types. Do you just want vibration, beep, or beep and vibration? Then if you scroll down, this is Access Body Worn Assistant if you're using the mobile app. This is important if you're using categories or retention time within clearance because The mobile app will actually pull down the latest categories that are entered into Genetec clearance, and then wireless connection if you're streaming over Wi-Fi. So these are going to be your predominant settings that you set down here. If you want to use cloud extensions, you can enable them. Then you have Access Body-Worn Live, Access Hosted or Self-Hosted, and then Body-Worn Manager Pro. But for right now, we have added our cameras, and we have our user added. So let's go over to Clearance. Inside of Clearance, go to Configurations, Devices. Here are the two body-worn cameras that we added. And then Users. So these are all the users. So I'm just going to filter out. There's Bill Jones. And then you can make him a regular user, a guest user, whatever you need to do. Add all his permissions here. So now Bill is a user inside of Clearance. And now all I will do is assign Bill a camera. So Bill is now assigned a camera. Under here, you can see the battery health. This only shows up after the camera starts to be used. But now what you can also do is this is where you can pull a camera status report. And here you can pull a camera usage report. I'm waiting for the camera to boot up to do a test recording. So now I just did a recording. So if I go to Bill's camera, you can see it's showing as undocked. As soon as this is docked and registered, the video will offload into Genetec clearance. So it will populate below here. So you can see the video is on the camera. It'll go to the controller and then to Access Case Insight. So now if we go back to Access Case Insight under Search, and I search for Bill Jones. So now I'm going to go to Search, And then what I'm going to do is under filters, I'm going to search for files, device assignment. I'm going to filter out Bill, and here's Bill, confirm, apply, and here's the file that I just recorded, and it's right here. The reason it has the overlay here is because I'm signed in as myself for my user account, but the file was created by Bill Jones, so now I can utilize clearance to do whatever I need to do with the video.